Joystick dreams in pixel mazes. Fingers dance, electric craze. You win, you lose, the screen displays. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Pinball clatters, jackpot rings. 8-bit world where power springs. Twitches hum, the chaos sings. Forever young on timeless wings. Press start to play. The night won't decay. Retro Legends Arcade, where heroes are made. Insert your coin, don't be afraid. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade.
Friday night just got legit. Retro Legends at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern on Papa Brad's Gaming this Friday at the Metronome. There you go.
Wow.
By the way, you know, it'd be great. Can you imagine if we saw StepsTurbo on our leaderboards? That would make me so proud. I'd be so happy. I might have to do a dance. I'll do a dance. StepsTurbo. I will do a dance next show if StepsTurbo is on the leaderboard. You know you want to see that.
Come on, StepsTurbo.
Retro Legends Arcade. Retro Legends Arcade. Bang, bang, bang. The machines never fade. Neon lights buzz in the haze. Joystick dreams in pixel mazes. Fingers dance, electric craze. You win, you lose, the screen displays. Retro Legends Arcade.
All right. Welcome to the show. Hold on one second. Let me get this off the screen. What's happening? Steps
You can't
Gaming
see me.
is on the Retro Legends Arcade.
You can't see me.
Welcome to the show. I have our garbage bin on fire with basic fun in it thumbnail. And I have my more tame thumbnail. So I don't know which one you think will do better with Steps. I might test them and see which one does better.
Do what you feel is right, Papa Brad.
I always do what I feel is right. So I think we're gonna start. Let's just start with the biggest news in this little home arcade community. Of course, was the basic fun debacle with of course WrestleFest coming out and it just being trash. It was just is not good. And
what do you mean it's not good?
It's just not good. I mean,
it's a classic arcade game.
I heard there's missing wrestlers in it, you know? And
why would it be missing wrestlers? They were always there for the last 40 years.
I'm going to go all the way back to when this was first announced, Steps. All the way back when WrestleFest was first announced. I made this short. It did great. It did great, but I made this short. And we're just going to go back a time machine. You ready to do? We're going to do time machine real quick.
Could you imagine if we got WrestleFest with all the official characters. If we could only have WrestleFest, man, that would be such an amazing thing for home arcade. If we could
It's so hard to play this
play
game.
WrestleFest.
If I could only play this game in some
Look
way.
at that. Something brand new. We haven't seen the WrestleFest before. We haven't seen it. It's not like we can't play it with half controls. If we only had some way, if I only had some way to play WrestleFest, I would be so happy. How about Battle Pod? Oh man, they gotta make a Battle Pod. Basic fun. WrestleFest. Look, we've been playing it this whole time. This is not news. There should be no FOMO. This game has been out forever. We've been playing this forever. It's nothing new.
Well, there you go. Long ago, before all the hype, I called it. I said this was going to be trash. I knew they were going to mess up the nostalgia steps. It seems like that's what they always do.
They're all John Cena. You can't see the wrestlers because they've been removed from the game. If you don't get it, Papa Brad, John Cena does this. He says, "You can't see me."
Oh, okay.
That's his song. You can't see me. The time is now. Well, you can't see the wrestlers because they've been removed from the game.
You can't see the wrestlers because they've been removed from the game. That's true. And we're gonna get one more opinion, then we're gonna talk about it. But I want to take one more outside opinion real quick. Okay. This one's a bit spicy. But I think he has some good points. Let's take a look.
Guys, look at this awesome WWF WrestleFest Technos. Look at these amazing. Let's see if we have a roster. What is this?
They're all there, Steps. Every one of them.
No. Well, you gotta go to the next screen. There you go. There's Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter? I was told I can't get Sergeant Slaughter.
Can't get him.
On a basic fun WWE WrestleFest. What sorcery is this?
Look at that. Looks incredible.
This is insane. You're telling me I could get a marquee that looks beautiful with the Technos branding. I could get WWE WrestleFest with the correct characters. But
yeah, those joysticks actually are good too. That game's joysticks are pretty good.
How? Tell me, kevgret, how?
Way better.
How? Just your average basic run-of-the-mill multicade. Why would you spend why would you spend $2 on that basic fun garbage that the shills are telling you to buy?
They buy it for clicks and views. That's why you would buy this cab. You buy it for clicks and the views and getting it first. That's what you would buy it for if you were a YouTube content creator. That's about it, Steps. They all knew it was going to be trash. Yeah.
Do it for the love, not for the money, not for the view.
Everybody has access to
the
this.
super chats.
Get this. You don't need to spend money you shouldn't be spending. Look at that beautiful marquee.
I don't know. That almost looks like an arcade one-up marquee. It has a little bit of washout, Steps. But it's probably very authentic, right?
It looks better than the other one.
It looks better than the basic fun. I will say that. And you know, the LCD display does
Snack games. Mod it with CoinOps X with the amazing marquee upgrade. It's all you need. Stop wasting your money. Stop listening to the shills. Stop being FOMO'd. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. Well, I got my WWF, whatever you want to call it, WrestleFest with the characters, with the correct emulation. But enjoy watching all the videos from the shills telling you, ooh, this is terrible. Of course it was terrible. It was always going to be
It's going to be Centipede
terrible.
next. We got Centipede coming next. We're going to have to shift gears.
There it is, guys.
Star Wars.
Did they remove one of the centipedes?
Don't fall for it. Use your brain. You knew this was going to be garbage, but they spent a whole year telling you it wasn't. Now they're going to be your friend and say it sucks. Where were they 6 months ago?
It's so bad they couldn't.
Rexer Show and I were telling you this is going to be garbage all along. Once again, we're right. Shills are wrong. Have fun, guys. I'm going to go play some of this. It's a stupid game. It's not good. So after all the FOMO...
Steps, is it a stupid game?
It's
How do you feel about the game? Do you love this game? Is this a game that would push you to purchase a cabinet? Is this a cabinet-worthy game?
If it was a quality cabinet, you know, I think so. But the problem is none of these companies right now are making quality standalone licensed arcades. It was like I predicted in the future, the best looking one of these licensed arcade cabinets right now might be Iconic Arcade, which is wow. The bar is really low.
Huge compliment from Mikey Yoon. He says Steps is the ultimate authority on all this. You're a huge wrestling fan, and you probably know these games a lot better than me. And so I did catch your stream where you were talking about the last stream you did. You're talking about Sergeant Slaughter. And I think, you know, like if you're going to do something, don't do it half-assed, you know?
Yeah.
Just either go all in. If you cannot replicate, if it's nostalgia, you know, and you have to do anything that lessens the nostalgia, you know, you should just probably not do it, you know?
I'm gonna tell you something. I took a hit on that's the Sergeant Slaughter video. The Sergeant Slaughter was removed video because I showed a clip of Sergeant Slaughter with the Hall of Fame ring and telling what it meant to him and everything, because I felt it was like important to show people that Sergeant Slaughter would have wanted to be in the game. He wouldn't have wanted to be removed. And I
got that stream. That was a great stream. Sometimes you got to take a hit for the love. You know, there's times it
was a monetization hit. You know? So like it wasn't like a copyright strike. It was a monetization hit, which I knew might happen because it was WWE content. But I you know, I wasn't gonna make that much money anyway. You don't get your $2 or your $1.50 I just felt that it was important to like actually show people. It's like, listen. There's no way that they couldn't have got Sergeant Slaughter. He was signed to a WWE ambassador contract. They would have just had to talk to Slaughter, and he would have you know, just asked for probably a little bit of money, and they could have gotten him because it would have been really easy to do. It's not like you know, he's LeBron James or anything. So they could have gotten him in the game pretty easily. It's pretty obvious they chose not to even contact any of these wrestlers that they took out of the game.
No, lazy. This is a cash grab all the way. Cash grab. You know, this is just and you know, these kind of things like, oh, well, the normies, they like to call people that don't watch YouTube normies. But guess what? When someone buys this and it plays like crap, it has crap controls. The characters they remember seeing in the game aren't even in the game. There's all kinds of graphical glitches because they cut things out. I mean, it just it keeps people from getting into the hobby, right? It's not going to grow the hobby. It's going to make people think, oh, well, I bought one of these reproduction arcades and it was crap, you know? What do you think,
how the hell do you get 9 wrestlers in in the main game? It's like it's not even an even number. And then how do you even make a version of this game without 4 controllers, to be honest?
My favorite one was this picture. It just looks so small. This guy, this little kid next to it, and then this guy sitting in the chair. I think this captures it perfectly.
It looks like a no riser cabinet.
Arcade nostalgia. I mean, I could feel the nostalgia right here. I could feel the nostalgia. Dogfight. You know what they should call that game? Dog shit. That game was terrible. I think iArcade had that one. That was not a fun game. Super Dodgeball's okay.
Might be the best game on the cabinet.
But you know what? If you can't play it against another player, you know, if you only play it if someone's there live with you, how good is it really, you know?
Yeah, well, I had it on my MVSX, and I loved playing it.
Yeah, we used to be able to play it. We used to be able to play it live online on iArcade when they were around, and you could actually play 2-player online. That was fun. But my point is, like, I feel like this was just a massive miss. I mean, do you have anything you want to say about the basic fun? Because I know you were more of a fan of wrestling than me. You know,
it was almost horrifying when I found out about this, to be honest, because I had the impression this would be worse than Arcade 1-Up. I don't understand how, like, at this point, because everybody would have learned any of those lessons, anybody with half a brain cell. And it's like we said on my stream today, it's like, who are the people that go into the boardroom and they're like, oh, they're going to cost extra money. All these iconic wrestlers that everybody knows from the 80s, best remove them. Like, who does that? I mean, whoever clearly made this has no love.
They have no
this
love. They have no love for the arcade game. They have no love for wrestling. They have no love for the nostalgia of what this is supposed to bring back.
Their goal is to sell a $700 cabinet to you that costs them $100.
Yeah,
and that's their goal. Sorry, interrupt.
No, you're not interrupting. I mean, definitely. I mean, it's just a shame that I feel like it's like this is going backwards, full speed in reverse. I mean, look at how bad these cabs are. I mean, and these are all going to get shilled 2 years.
Oh my God, that Ninja Turtles! Is
oh my God!
How do you fuck up? And I'm sorry, I'm cussing.
That's okay. You can swear. We already
the number. It's like one of the most iconic arcades of all time. If you're an 80s child, this might have been your first arcade. And look what they did. They shrunk down the turtle and the April, and they put them down in the bottom right corner of the or the left corner of the arcade.
The console games
and
on
then
there.
You got like half of the side art is just pink and yellow sky, and it's like, what in the hell? And I'm pretty sure it said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the top on the original cabinet. If you pull up a picture of the real cabinet, you will see it had the logo up there on the side art, and it does not. And I know it did because I actually have a picture of my son, my brother and sister, and my dad playing this in the 80s.
Shout out to a fantastic member of the Retro Legends arcade community, a player that plays every week in our tournaments, a legendary player, great contributor. He plays every week in the games. He even puts up videos of him kicking these games ass. Steps. This guy's an arcade gamer and a wizard of pinball. Jabba's Game Hut. If you're not subscribed, you need to go drop him a sub. He's got a great channel. He's a great gamer. If you can't release a retro game in its original format, leave it in the past. And I don't think I could say it better, Jabba. I mean, that is exactly how I feel about it.
That looks worse than an arcade 1-up. How do you the original Ninja Turtles cabinet, the shark fin design was better than this piece of shit. It is like hideous. I don't know what they're thinking. And why are they even offering a 2-player version of Ninja Turtles or retro or WrestleFest? Sorry. I don't understand. That's not how that game's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's just not right. I mean, like once again, like if you can't do the nostalgia, just don't do it.
That Return of the Jedi looks like it's a shoebox.
Yeah, the form factor is completely wrong, and I realize it's a really funky looking cabinet if you see it, the way it's shaped and everything. But here's my thing, when you're not good at something, you get someone that's good. Like when I redid my Retro Legends channel, I got you to do my graphic arts because I'm not a graphic artist. But I'm thinking any graphic artist that looked at this could easily make this 1,000 times better. I mean, this is just not caring to me, I mean,
honestly, I probably would have done it for free if they asked me, and it would have looked like it's supposed to fucking look like, because I actually care about the Ninja Turtles cabinet. That is probably, honestly, like, to me, like, if I really, it's probably the most nostalgic cabinet for me, because it was one of the ones that I remember seeing in the theater when I saw the original movie in the theaters when I was like 8 or 9 years old. And I remember seeing that arcade cabinet, and it was just like, wow, it's a Ninja Turtles game. And it looked way better than the NES at the time.
Yeah, there's another good shot of it.
Oh my God.
Your home arcade is back, man. Basic fun is here. It's here.
Why are they doing that, man? It makes me want to cry. It's just so ugly. How do you make that look like that?
There's a good shot of the artwork. It's like they could at least maybe change it a little bit or edit it or just made it where at least it fit the shape of the cab. Like they didn't even change the dimensions of the shaping of it, I'm
gonna have to turn my camera off for a minute because I really feel like I'm gonna barf. It's like
your eyes are hurting.
These are that bad. Oh my God.
Yeah. Well,
what the hell was that you just put on the screen? What was that?
One?
It's making
Which
me.
that
asteroid. Oh my God.
Asteroids. Astropede. That's Astropede. What I like is I like the marquee.
Giant hemorrhoid.
I like the marquee that has like the letterboxing on the sides where it's not even like the screen is this game is in the wrong aspect ratio. but then the marquee also looks like a license plate or something. It's not
How
even,
did they make the screen look like that?
it's stretched to be full screen on Centipede. They didn't keep in the original aspect ratio.
It's a hemorrhoid. Hemorrhoids.
It's
The
terrible.
game.
It's just atrocious. I mean,
This is the worst bullshit I've ever seen in my life. Then they got like, what is that over there? An Akari Warriors on the right? That's not even a basic fun. That's just
oh
sitting
no,
there?
that's my background. That's my background.
Okay.
That is the legendary. That's actually the main row of the legendary WAAAARRR arcade.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah,
those are Akari Warrior joysticks.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with those arcades. Those are perfectly. Those are good ones.
Well, I was like, who would put this? I was like, who would put this dog shit next to that?
Yeah, that's the WAAAARRR arcade. But anyway, yeah. Well, my point is like, let me get this off the screen. This is hurting my eyes. Let's see. Okay, there we go. It's just I'm not gonna, here's my point, Steps. They did all these videos.
I got a list. I don't recommend you buy it, but if you want one anyway, I'm going to add my affiliate link to the chat.
Yeah, the affiliate link's in the description of this video. No, really, it's not, because here's my feeling on affiliate links. I would only do an affiliate link for something I really love. Like, for example, even like I like the X Arcade, but if the Haptics Kit was trash, I would have probably not. I would have pulled my affiliate link down, because I don't want my name to be affiliated with stuff that I don't personally love. Like on your show, Zod Rider was talking about X Arcade. And that's a product I like. So, I mean, like, I like having the affiliate link for it. But what I'm saying is if I didn't love the product and believe in it, I would not have a link for it. So that's just my point with these links. Are they going back and taking the affiliate links out of any of their content? No. I mean, what about the hundreds of videos hyping this,
I'm excited.
If you watch the wrong video, you'll order this thing and you won't realize till it's too late. You know what I mean?
I when I go to Chicago Pinball for one day, I guess I'm gonna see the X Arcade in person, so that'll be cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely check it out, and they'll have it there with the Haptics Kit. Play it and see what you think. I think it's pretty amazing. But anyway, I invited you on for a special topic.
Basic fun bullshit.
Basic fun, of course. We have to talk about some basic fun. Steps. I got to get them views. Just got to get them views. That's all people want to hear about. Now that we've done our due diligence, we really want to talk about, which is retro gaming. Steps, I feel like for me personally, retro gaming is a way better value than even the home arcades.
No shit.
Right now, I'm telling you, I got this really nice fight stick, and so now I can play all these fighting games. And I never was massive into fighting games, but what I've done is I'm surprised how cheap I can pick up these fantastic fighting games. I'm just going to show you. I went on a trip to the WAAAARRR arcade and went in a retro gaming store. Look at the games I picked up.
Let's check it out.
Original Tekken.
Okay.
PlayStation. Okay. Tekken 1. Tekken 2.
Okay.
Tekken 3. You're not going to believe it. Wait, there's more, Steps.
Tekken Tag.
Tekken 4. They didn't have Tag Tournament. I would have bought it if they would have had it. Okay. For $5. I know it says $9.99. They had at GameStop, they had these games $5 each. So you could get 4 games for $20, Steps. 4. High quality. I mean, these PlayStation 3 games are not that far off the mark from what they do today. $5. Okay, so these were all $5. You ready? Have you played any of these? I know you're a huge fighting fan. You've probably you've probably played every one of these, but
no, I didn't.
I'm telling you,
I haven't played Tekken until Tekken 7. That was my first.
I'm loving playing these.
No, I had Tekken Tag.
They are so amazing. I mean, don't sleep on these games. They're common, they're not expensive, and they're a blast. And here's the thing, Steps. Not only that, ready? $5. Street Fighter 4, the arcade edition, $5.
Street Fighter 4 is better than Street Fighter 6. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I love this game. There's nothing wrong with this.
It's a great version of Street Fighter.
And I mean, I have a ridiculously good fighting stick now. I have a TR Fight Stick, which is the best fighting stick I've ever used. But even if I didn't have that, if I just had a regular, decent quality fighting stick, I mean, this is for $5. This game is a banger. I mean, and then I got this one for $5. Virtual Fighter 4. Mix it up a little bit, you know. But anyway, I'm finding all these fighting. See, the biggest gap in my library of arcade gaming for me personally, Steps, was fighting games that were 3D fighting games. And guess what? I went from
It seems a little too modern for you,
I
honestly.
went from Famine, where I had no fighting games, to Feast. Literally, like, this was just my last haul. And I literally have a bunch more that I bought earlier. But I feel like for me, like the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 time period is the best value in retro gaming. But, you know, it might not be what you love, you know. And I know you just kind of got back into the TurboGrafx. Can you tell me a little bit about that? I'm going to blow you up real quick.
Okay, so TurboGrafx, my friend had one growing up, and I talked about that story about my first time playing a TurboGrafx in that video I did on my channel. The day I found out Street Fighter sucks, because that was the day I played Fighting Street, aka Street Fighter 1, on the TurboGrafx CD. And so I remember playing TurboGrafx at my friend's house, and you know, it was one of those things where, you know, some of the games were meh, and some of the games I just remember being like, oh, well, this is cool. And you know, over the years I got curious, was playing ROMs and stuff in college, and I always wanted a TurboGrafx, but I never pulled the trigger, because it always, you know, it's always a decent amount of money for a console, because they're kind of rare. And made a bid on eBay on one, and got one for $210 with the arcade stick and everything. And then you start looking at games that are so expensive. TurboGrafx games, because they're rare, they're not cheap. It's hard to start a collection in TurboGrafx. Some of these games are like several $1,000s.
But but you have a solution where you can get, like, you talked about the ultimate solution. I forgot. I did cut off my PlayStation 3 games. Every one of these was $5 though. I don't know if you've played any of these. Like, for me, these are all pretty much new, because I haven't played most of these, but the BioShock games, BioShock 2, BioShock 1, these were $5. Resident Evil 5. And then this game was really sweet. Where was it? Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption from Rockstar Games. $5. Have you played that one? Man, it's so good.
I heard the second one was really good.
And then they had the zombie one for $5 as well. I mean, look at these games. I mean, I can't believe. And I'm not much into the RPGs, but I did buy one. I don't know if you've played this one. I don't know if it's good or not, but
Valkyria. Okay.
I haven't played it yet. I don't know if it's a good one or not, but it was $5, so I picked it up. But my point is, like, there's probably, like, you know, for less than getting a Big Mac meal at McDonald's, you can get some of the best games that were ever made. Some of these games are absolutely amazing. And the PlayStation 3 to me is not that outdated. It has HDMI out. It has fully optic sound. So if you have a surround sound or something, you can get that going. And I think that's a great value point to be collecting games right now. If you slept on all these, there's some great games out there for dirt cheap that are easily to find. But we're going to go back to the retro games, the TurboGrafx, where the games, now the retro can get hard when the games get super rare and they get expensive, but then you do something else. Tell them what you can do.
So I got, this is actually one of the Kriz from the Ukraine EverDrives, the Turbo EverDrive. This is the Pro Edition.
What's up, Danny Johnson?
So the Pro Edition allows you to play not just the HuCard games, but it'll let you play the TurboGrafx CD games.
So you play the disc-based games.
Correct.
Incredible.
And if you remember, if some of you remember the TurboGrafx, maybe some of you don't, but you used to have a system card for different type of games. And so each different system card would allow you to play different games and upgrades and things like that. And then you'd have to buy all these expensive system cards in order to play certain discs in your CD-ROM attachment. Well, you don't have to do that with this. This you put the ROMs on and the BIOS, and you're good to go.
One card to rule them all, right?
So I do not own a CD-ROM attachment, but I could play the CD-ROM games without emulation. So because it tricks the machine into thinking you have the CD attachment in the proper card, and then it plays the game
with real hardware. There's no emulation.
Yeah, that's the way the
And-
Dreamcast that I have works too. I took out the optical drive, the disk drive, and put in a GD EMU. It actually runs the game exactly the same as if it had a disk. There's no difference. Probably runs it better because it never will skip. You never have a scratch disk to deal with. But
so
the value's there. If you look at that when you get that card, the value's there, right? Because now you have probably everything.
Every game I ever wanted on PC Engine, TurboGrafx CD, PC Engine CD. Now there's another catch though, is that the TurboGrafx only had natively and the PC Engine, the original PC Engine, only had RF. It didn't have. You'd have to buy a booster adapter in order to get RCA jacks in the back and things like that. So when I bought this, I also bought adapter that plugs into the back of TurboGrafx that gives me the RCA video connection. And actually you could plug in different types of video cables. Like I could get an S video or a component or whatever. It's just I had to buy the more expensive cable. But right now I'm using a Sega Genesis 2 cable for RCA because it was like $10. And the reason I bought that cheap cable was because I had to spend on this device, which is $240. And then I bought that video adapter, which was another $50-$60. So I like $300 investment. But honestly, most TurboGrafx games are over $100.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about hundreds of games,
and you're gonna play it in authentic. You can play it on on an actual TV and stuff, and it's an authentic experience. You can play it on real hardware, right?
I don't have to pay $7,000 for Magical Chase. I can play Magical Chase for real without spending the $7,000. Now I don't have it as a shelf trophy, but I get to enjoy the game, which I like.
And you know what I like is I know we've been talking about the drive emulators, which I think are great. Just if you want to play the games in the original format on the original hardware. But the other thing I want to talk about is just physical media. Like this Tekken that I remember from when I got it back in the day plays exactly how I remember it. There's no nostalgia lost. There's nothing filtered out. There's nothing changed or edited for political correctness. It's exactly the way it was. And there's something glorious about that. Like I want my games unfiltered in the way they were if they're retro games, and there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Like I'm gonna pull up my Tiger Heli. You're gonna pull up your
I want that stuff.
But
lighting force.
Look at this. You remember when you got a manual with a game? Look, I got an owner's manual. But my point is like this version of this Tiger Heli cartridge, I mean, it's just like it's timeless because it won't go bad. No one's going to change it. Guess what? There's no firmware updates for my Tiger Heli cartridge. Once I put it in there, I'm done. It's just I have it forever.
That was one of my videos I've done recently where I was like, when you turn on an old CRT TV and an old console, and you're not greeted with a million tiles on the screen trying to get you to do this,
take the cartridge out of the box.
Or I have to do it up. You get a new game, you put it in. It's like you have to update this, and you're like, mother, it's ridiculous. And
Steps.
It thinks it all knows better than you. It's so much simpler. Like the people of today
put in a cartridge.
will never understand how simple.
Put in one of these 7800 cartridges and just play the game. You
just focus on that one game.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I didn't. It was accident. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's a great time to be a retro gamer. I mean, like you can get original retro games, or even look at this, like Atari re-releases all their games. So like you want a brand new crisp version of Food Fight that's absolutely perfect and minty. Look at that. This is a fan. I mean, like I'm telling you, Steps, if you don't have Food Fight, this should be one of the first games you get for the 7800. Look how beautiful that is. I mean, that is, and it's exactly the way you remember it. They didn't change anything. It's just new. It's just brand new, and it plays perfect on the 7800.
Yeah, you can't do that with digital games. You can't drop them all over the floor.
Yeah, these games aren't going to scratch. These games are almost invincible. I mean, these Atari games last forever. But
I was going to talk to you about this real quick because this is
tell me about that.
All right, so look how
let me pick up all these cartridges. Let me blow you up. Hold on a second.
All right.
Wrong button. Okay, there you go.
Now look how nice this case is. It looks like it was not used, right? It looks like I got it brand new off the shelf. Well, here's the story on this. This is Lightning Force. This is a real cartridge, Lightning Force. I picked this cartridge up loose in Columbus, Ohio. I don't remember what store it was. It wasn't the Warp Zone, which I normally go to. Play It. I think the store's called Play It. And I bought it loose. So I ended up buying a new case for it. And I had this you know, I actually contacted the person that made these slip covers, you know, for the game. And they had a Lightning Force in the US was actually Thunder Force 4. I don't know why they called it Lightning Force in the US and everywhere else Thunder Force 4, because Thunder Force 4, if you remember, is one of the best shmups on the Sega Genesis. But I wanted it to be authentic to the Lightning Force, since that's the version I got. And they had only Thunder Force 4, and I had said, hey, I want Lightning Force. He gave me a link to it, and I ended up buying it. And so now I have this for, you know, it's a real cartridge, but I have it in my collection for a fraction of the cost, because this complete is going to be over $100. You know, and I ended up spending more like $60. Yeah, and it's a really good one to have in my collection. And
yeah, it's good when you get those gems, those ones that are hard to find. There's a feeling of accomplishment with the retro game collecting that you don't get, you know.
Same story here. I got Hyperstone Heist goes for like $150. It's ridiculous because they didn't make as many on the Sega Genesis as they did the Super Nintendo, the Turtles in Time. And so I got a cartridge, and it was like, it looked like crap. It was all beat up, but it worked as real. So I bought a new case. It actually, you can tell it's like 3D printed. It's a Sega. It looks real. I got a new label. Looks good. It is a real actual cartridge. And then I got a new case, just like the the Thunder Force 4 or the Lightning Force. And so that's how I got that. And so I have other neat tricks too if I'm trying to just get random stuff. Like this is actually, it looks like Bart versus the Space Mutants on the Mega Drive, right? Not the Genesis, but the Mega Drive. So it's the European cover. Oh my God, it's the creature from the Black Lagoon.
It's the creature from the Black Lagoon. Bum, bum, bum. Anyway, go ahead.
I did not spend $40 on this. What's happened is, oh, look what's in here. It's funny. I got my copy of Shadow Dancer, a loose copy, because I need to get a case for it. That's a real copy of Shadow Dancer, Shinobi game. But what I'm going to do, since I got this case for free from my friend over there at the Warp Zone in Columbus, is I'm just going to buy a loose copy of Bart versus the Space Mutants for Genesis that'll play in my console and put it in this case. Because this is just my personal collection. I don't plan on selling these or anything. Yeah. And I'm like, that'd be cool. So he gave me the case. I took it, and I was like, all right, I'll get a loose copy of Bart versus the Space Mutants. It won't cost me $40. It'll probably cost me more like $12 when I find it. So, you know. Yeah. And obviously, I'll get the case made just like I did the other games for Shadow Dancer. Because Shadow Dancer, it goes for like $65 complete. I got it for $20 loose. You know, I realized that
the Tiger Heli box. So I like that they put these little slip covers on them. It's pretty neat.
So I decided that I was going to try to collect Genesis games where like with TurboGrafx, I was just in my best interest not to, because they're so expensive.
Well, you get an EverDrive. That's what you do.
Yeah, I can get EverDrive for the Genesis
that's
too.
That's the best solution if you're going to be a retro game and you want to play on authentic hardware. I mean, that's definitely the EverDrive. You get the EverDrives for the different systems, you know. You get the best of both worlds. But I think it's a great time to get into retro gaming. You know, when games have gotten so prohibitively expensive that, you know, there definitely are deals out there. If you start looking, you know, there's really a lot of really great retro games out there, and you don't have to spend a fortune to get into it. It's fun to collect. And for me, it filled up that one gap I didn't have with my arcade gaming, which was fighting games. So now I have almost infinite fighting games that I feel like I have more than enough that I'll ever need. But it's great, you know, I'm enjoying it. So it's good to see that. I know you're getting into the TurboGrafx with your channel, and I'm sure you have a lot of exciting things coming on down the road. So I just wanted to have you on and talk a little bit about retro gaming and tell people, you know, you don't have to, you know, there's another way out there, well, $750 for the PS5 Pro, $80 for a disc, which is really just a code to activate a download, right?
Let's
you really
be
don't
real.
own it. No one owns anything anymore. That's my problem with it all, Steps. You don't own any of your content, and and it doesn't matter what company, whether it's Nintendo or AtGames, they all want to own your content, and basically you get nothing.
The PlayStation 5, the regular PlayStation 5 was going for like $500, but tariffs have raised the price. And, we don't need to, talk about politics, but the tariffs have raised prices on the newer consoles.
Yeah.
And, actually it's starting to get a little bit more affordable to buy some older consoles. So
yeah. The crazier the prices get, the more attractive retro gaming gets to me. I mean, it's just making the retro gaming shine that much brighter to me.
People are complaining about the Switch too, but for $450, I mean, like, that's not bad compared to whatever else is going on. Yeah, watch TV. Sounds good.
So, but anyway, that's my unpopular opinion. Now is the time to start collecting PS3 games. To me, that's a sweet spot.
Nintendo Wii is also really affordable right now.
Wii has some great games.
GameCube is on the rise because those kids are coming of age, and when I go into a retro gaming store, they're like most popular sellers are GameCube games and Pokemon cards. That's what sells at a retro game store right now.
Yeah.
When I go look at Genesis games, the owners always tell me, "Oh, nobody comes in here for Genesis games." It's like, okay. That means I should just collect for Genesis and just leave my collection as is and not worry about the EverDrive. Whereas the TurboGrafx I spent on the EverDrive.
Do you collect the cartridge boxes, like the hard boxes? Doesn't they come like in a hard plastic?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Some of these, like I said, on these, some of these are remakes, that I just made. And then, like I said, this one I just got for free, so I'm just going to buy a loose copy and put it in the Mega Drive box. But the rest of my collection right now is all real. I try to buy them complete with the box and the manual. But sometimes it's just like cost-wise, I got to save a buck.
Yeah,
so I find a way to make my collection look good, but I have to have some sort of case for every game now. That's something for me on the Genesis. I don't need a box for Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64. I think that's unrealistic. The cardboard boxes, they're going to be very expensive and very delicate. So I literally just collect loose cartridges on those Nintendo games. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. So I do the thing called the Retro Legends Arcade Steps, and I believe you have won. Have you won more than once or just once?
I won like a year ago, whenever you first started. I think.
You played and you won. But the whole point of this is we play retro games every week. We play usually 2 pinballs. We play some kind of retro game and then a classic arcade game. That's pretty much the formula of the Retro Legends Arcade, and we do it every week. And I give out prizes every week. And guess what? Steps, the people actually win the prizes.
Really?
Yes, they do. So let's go over the scores real quick. We had a lot of competition in Scramble. We had T. McCloskey, Rich Rivera, me, Dave LB, Sacro. Jabba was killing it. He actually streamed his high score game, 27,430. Have you ever played Scramble Steps? You like shmups?
No.
This is kind of like an early
like
version
the board
of that.
game to Scramble?
Not Scrabble. Scramble.
Oh, Scrabble. Okay.
Yeah. Check out. I have a video of me playing
Scrambled
on my channel.
eggs.
Check out Jabba's channel for some better gameplay. He actually shows a run. We do single quarter runs. We can only play 1 quarter. But Scramble is a very fun. It was actually a Stern release game. Stern Pinball. It was one of their games, I think. But it's a fun game. You shoot and you have bombs, but it's kind of like a shmup. We played the Pinball The Getaway High Speed 2 on VR. Got some really sick scores in here. Bliss 2121. I played Dan Ridge, Ballydurn, Lord Donkey Balls with a huge score. Sacro, Jabba, and Rich Mix with a 1 billion point score on The Getaway. We played the Zaccaria game, Woods Queen Deluxe. Steps, I can't believe I won this one. I'm shocked. Rich Riviera, Wingo, Ballydurn, Dave LB, and I ended up taking that one. It was a lot of fun. That's a game I love. And then we played the classic pinball Space Station. Biggie D played, and there he is. We got Pop Me, Dave LB, Jabba. #1 score for Space Station. Congratulations to Soggy Bacon. This week, we're going to be introducing some new games too. So I'll just put that up there. So the way I do it, Steps, is I spin a wheel, and whoever wins, just get in touch with me. We'll get your prize.
That record right round, baby.
That's right.
Yeah.
We'll get you a prize that you want, something you like, whether it's Pinball Effects VR tables or
Basic Fun gift card for Biggie D.
Basic Fun gift card for Biggie D. Anyway, Biggie D, I love Biggie D. I love his channel. He's a good guy. He's having me on his show. I love Biggie D. He's a good guy. But I called this long. I felt like this was gonna be a disaster from the get-go. I mean, you cannot mess with nostalgia. So congrats to all the players out there. Someone that played this week will win. I checked the list. These are only players that played this week. Steps, you're not in here. I'm sorry.
I know. I've been busy. I didn't
but,
even.
We even played some Toplin games. I thought, but you did play on one of them. So, but any game that you would like for us to see in the Retro Legends Arcade, it's an arcade game that we haven't played. You have any arcade games you'd like to see us play, Steps?
Filios.
That is a great shmup. That's a fun game.
It's one of my favorites on the Sega Genesis. I actually got it up there, but it's an arcade game. Yeah. You played it. I've
played it. I love it. It's great. So I think we'll put that one in the arcade soon. Good luck, gamers. Here we go. I'm going to spin, and bam, here we go. We're not going to drag this out. You don't have to do we don't have to get 5 super chats to do this. And Rich Rivera is the winner. Get in touch with me.
We have a winner.
We have a winner, Rich Rivera. And so the new games are already up on the board. We have Black Tiger, which is a classic game. We have Vanguard, the Atari game. Nautilus will be our game from Zaccaria Pinball. And we have One Ball Challenge with Black Rose, where you get to play one ball and see how high you can get, but you can only play one ball. My mouse is going crazy. What is going on here? Okay, let me get this off the screen. Did I get disconnected?
Don't let Cyrus remote into your computer, Papa Brad.
I swear, the hackers are getting me, Steps.
Cyrus the virus.
Cyrus the virus, man. Remove. Okay, there we go. I don't know. You like the big one or the small one? I don't know. I think it looks better a little bigger. It's a little scary. It's a little in close. It's a little bit of a tight shot there. It's a little zoomed in, but anyway. I'm just gonna introduce the games. I know you're probably gonna be bored out of your mind because I'm probably gonna talk about X Arcade. And I know you probably don't want to stick for that, but I do want to thank you for coming on, talking to me about some retro games. I'm going to introduce the games for this week, talk a little bit about X Arcade. I want to thank you for coming on. Thank you for your time. I think everyone should be subscribed to your channel. You do great content, and I always like seeing whenever your video comes into my feed, I check it out. So thanks, StepsTurbo, for coming on. I appreciate you. And,
Vote Cyrus 2028.
That's right. Remember, if you play, you can win. That's right. Cyrus the virus. So if you want to stick around, you can, but I'm going to show the video introducing all the new games. So here comes all the new games coming to Retro Legends Arcade this week. Hello, gamers, and welcome to the Retro Legends Arcade. We have some fantastic games lined up for this week's leaderboard challenges. Starting off with one of my favorites of all time. Of course, I'm talking about the Williams Pinball Black Rose. We're going to do a one-ball challenge. And you can play this in Pinball Effects VR in the one-ball mode, or you can play it on AtGames. Just take a screenshot of the first single ball. Okay, so the way this works, if you've never played in the Retro Legends Arcade Tournament, there's descriptions in the video. You can click on the description. It'll take you directly to the game's score entry. You have to do it with a phone because I'm going to ask you to take a snapshot of the screen of the game. In VR, you can just take a photo of it. You just exit the game, open the camera, and then go back into the game. You can take a photo of it. But this is the iScore. This is what real arcades use. If you go to a real arcade to enter your score, this is the same system that a real arcade uses.
The pinball tournaments as well?
Yeah. The real arcades use the iScore all the time. That's where I got this from. And it generates a QR code, and we have you saw the leaderboard system, and the leaderboards just stay forever. I just don't take them down. So if you get a good score, it'll just stay on there. So our first game is going to be a classic of Williams. I don't know if you've played Black Rose. Have you ever played Black Rose, Steps? It's a pirate-themed pinball game.
Are you ready to be in the tournament?
Ready? That's right. And this is an interesting way to play, and it's a one-ball challenge. So basically, you only get to play one of the 3 balls, and you get the highest score you can get. And the purpose of this is like on these games that people get really good at, it eliminates some of the grinding you'd have to do, right? Instead of having to play for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes, you can see how far you can get with one single ball. Yeah, it is the Nautilus remake we're playing, the 2018 version. Play some pinball. Let's take a look at Black Rose. What an incredible game.
By 1689, no merchant ship was safe. From Africa's Guinea coast to India, from the Caribbean to Newfoundland, pirates plied their brutal trade. Vessels caught unprotected were no match for these experienced sea wolves, a bawdy and lawless breed, at once capable of twisted brutality and a strange compassion.
What do you think of that playfield, Steps? It's pretty piratey, huh?
Are you ready to go on the Black Rose?
The Black Rose. It actually has a cannon that rotates in the center of it. Watch this. This is super cool. Wait until you see how this works. There's actually a cannon where you shoot the pinball like a cannonball. Watch this. This is neat.
But scarcely 30 years later, pirating's golden age had ended. Notorious leaders such as Black Bart, Captain Kidd, and Calico Jack Rackman would become nothing more than a distant memory. However, one figure would be remembered beyond all others, not only for daring exploits and superb seamanship, but for a legendary and timeless beauty. Her name was Black Rose, Queen of the High Seas.
With those cannons, boys!
Black Rose features a cannon under the playfield. It's fired with a red button on the lockdown.
Of course, one of the cool things with doing the iScored tournaments, you can play on the at games or you can play on the VR. And, if you play on the at games, just the first ball is your score.
Return fire is achieved.
This is actually the at games 4KP that I'm playing it on, but you could play it on anything. You could, Steph, if you wanted to. I think this is on PlayStation 5. It's on the Switch.
When balls rocket back towards the player on the center rail. Players will also encounter a dynamic speech package and the first machine to combine 3 distinct video modes into one game.
A bullseye!
Operators will notice that a true pitch level has been mounted along the right shooter rail, standard equipment on all Bally games. Your aim is to first pirate jewels and treasure from another ship. Then load your cannon and ultimately sink it.
If you look, I like the way Zen animated those little characters in the background. They actually move around. The little shadows, if you look, they're actually in motion. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty trippy when you look at it.
Where's your hook? Where's your hook, Captain Brad?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, man, I have a parts to change. I did make fun of Zen for putting the pants on Black Rose. She doesn't have the pants on in the backlash. She's a little more sexy. They kind of toned her down. And guess what happened, Steps? When they did an update, they took the pants back off. So I mentioned how much it annoyed me, and then they made it back to the original nostalgia.
That's because the game is rated R!
Rated R!
Writing all the letters in the words "sink
Sure
the ship"
is. It is now.
will let you attempt that final broadside.
this now.
Black Rose begins with a skill shot to any one of the targets on the first 3 bank. A successful shot will open Davy Jones' locker. The locker can also be opened a few other ways, with successive shots around the upper small loop, by completing all 3 stand-up target banks, or by executing the 3-bank ricochet shot. Once the locker has been opened, a shot to it will load the cannon. Hitting one of the major targets will award an additional sink ship letter. Hitting the flashing targets will result in a letter plus the displayed
Okay, look, it's doing on the At Games now. Look at the cannon. Look how cool this is.
feature.
Watch this.
When all the letters are lit,
Bam!
sink the ship with a cannon shot to the broadside
What a
popper.
great game.
Multi-ball will start when balls are locked in the Pirate's Cove. The lock can be activated a number of ways. By completing the word lock over the return and drain lanes. The lock might be lit after a successful video game. Holly, the game's random feature, can award lock lit. Or it can be earned with repeated shots to the Pirate's Cove itself. After one ball is locked, 2-ball multi-ball will start. During 2-ball multi-ball, a shot to one of the 3 major ramps will spot the player 1 sink ship letter. Sending both balls back to the Pirate's Cove will begin 3-ball multi-ball. Now, the major ramp shots will be worth 2 sink ship letters. During multi-ball, players should try to collect the jewels and treasure chests. Collecting all 10 will begin the hidden treasure bonus, when all major targets are worth big points. During single ball play, the game will cycle through the 7 masked values, which are collected with a shot to the broadside popper. Awards include...
You don't worry, Steps. I don't go this in depth. This is our main game we're playing, so I do want to make sure people get to hear the rules of the game. These games have so many rules when you play pinball. You know, the deep rule set, right?
Well, we gotta make sure, Captain Brad, if there's any cheaters, that they're gonna walk the plank or they're gonna get locked up in Davy Jones' locker.
That's right. Send them to Davy Jones' locker.
Ramp Millions, Treasure Chest, as well as the game's 3 video modes. Collecting all the masked values lights the jackpot, which is collected with a shot up the left ramp. Another way to win big points is with the 2- and 3-way combination shots. The 2-way combo begins at the upper right flipper. The ball is then directed to the left loop, which feeds the lower left flipper. One final shot to the jet bumpers collects the 2-way combo award. The 3-way award is collected by executing a 2-way combo after a shot up the left ramp or after the ball has exited the jet bumpers through the lower rollover. Shots to the whirlpool ramp build these values towards extra ball. One effective initial strategy is to complete this self-feeding shot repeatedly so as to collect an extra ball and light the lock in the process. Let's take a look at the cannon mechanism mounted under the playfield. High velocity is achieved through the catapult, which first debuted on Big Guns and Taxi. Once loaded, the catapult will oscillate, allowing the player to select his shot. This movement is...
I like the poster. It says, "This game is loaded."
Hey, Papa Brad.
Yeah.
Why did the pirate stop playing pinball?
I don't know.
He couldn't handle the high C scores.
Arr.
achieved by means of a geared motor located at the base of the unit. No wires are connected to the fire button itself. Instead, there is a pressure-sensitive membrane switch mounted on the cabinet. A theme that has captured the imagination of the world for centuries has now been brought to life inside this bold, colourful cabinet. Black Rose succeeds because it combines this kind of recognition with novel play features never before seen on any pinball machine. 3 separate video modes, high-velocity ramps, a powerful rotating cannon, return fire, and an unprecedented cast of gaudy characters. Now is the time to embark on your own profitable voyage with Black Rose, Queen of the High Seas.
Next game we're going to look at is our arcade game for the week. One of my all-time favorites. Let's take a look at Black Tiger. You ever play Black Tiger, Steps?
No, I was still looking at pirate pinball jokes.
Were you looking at pirate pinball? Did you find any good ones?
What's a pirate's favorite part of the pinball machine?
I don't know, Steps.
The plunder ball.
The plunder ball.
Yeah. How do pirates prefer their pinball machines?
I don't know.
Arcade style.
Arcade. There you go. That was a good one. Arcade.
What's the pirate's least favorite pinball feature?
I don't know.
The drain, because it steals his booty. What do you say if you're a pirate and someone steals your high score?
I don't know.
Ye scurvy, score-thieving scallywag. Anyway.
Well, you're really getting into this. You need to get this. You need to play this pinball.
I have ADD, and I decided I'll just sit here and see what Papa Brad has to do, and then you're like pirate themed, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go.
That's cool. That's cool. I know you like to wear bandanas. Pirates sometimes used to wear bandanas, huh?
Yeah.
That's kind of a pirate style, right? So Black Tiger, this is a great one. Let's check this one out. This is kind of like it's kind of like a platformer. I don't know how to explain it. It's really cool. Let's just check it out. Single quarter run. There's the QR code.
First game I want to talk about is the amazing game Black Tiger. This is a Capcom hack and slash game, originally released in arcades in 1987. The reason why I love this game is when I played this game, I was in college. Every day in the student union, I would play this game. They had it in the small arcade there. And I got so good at this game, I could literally one-quarter the entire game. But it's a fantastic side-scrolling...
Steps, I can't one-quarter it anymore. I'm way out of practice.
Mikey Yoon wants me to leave. He says that I'll never be on the show again because of my jokes.
I like your jokes. That's
I like terrible jokes. I don't know.
That is good. So Black. Well, this kind of got like the sword and sorcery kind of theme, you know? The Conan.
Game has a lot of things I love about it. You play a barbarian hero, and you have to successfully make it through 8 levels. They have tons of cool end bosses. They have dragons. They have a demon at the end of one of the levels. But one of the things I love about this game is as you play it,
you know, it reminds me of Ghouls and Ghosts, the way the armor comes off, like it kind of falls off, like Ghosts and Goblins. I know you've done a lot with Ghosts and Goblins. You did a review of the New Wave toys, didn't you, Steps?
No, I did not. I had the only one New Wave toys I did a review on.
You did Berserk.
Zoltar was Berserk, yeah.
Berserk, okay. I thought you had a Ghosts and Goblins.
No, why did the hero in Black Tiger never get a date, Papa Brad?
I don't know.
Because every time he tried to slay, he ended up getting stoned.
He ended up getting stoned.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that Black Rose video, when I released it, it got a lot of views. Steps.
Did
that
it?
video's got that one we just watched. It got over 3,000 views.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I really do not like Ghouls and Ghosts. I think it's so overrated. It's so hard.
So hard. Well, you know, this game is not hard like that. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's super fun. So check it out.
Men who give you rewards when rescued. You also get these coins called Zenny, and this currency allows you to buy various items to upgrade.
And I'll probably stream some gameplay of this, but it's fun. Like they have these dragons. Basically, it's like platforming. You kind of crouch down so you get as many of your, like he throws like these sword daggers.
Yeah, he's overpowered. In
No,
the
this is
Ghost,
the
you only
cool
get
part.
one little dagger.
You get the coin. You can
get a
find
ton of 'em.
secret things. You get coins, and you can power up, and you can get stronger as you go. And it's,
Okay.
I mean, this is an awesome game. I love this game.
Your stats in the game, you can get better weapons, armor, you get
Increase your
keys,
vitality,
treasure chests,
more
you
life.
get anti-poisoning potions. Hidden special items also reveal coins.
Yeah, once again, it's been a long time since I've one-quartered this one. I mean, this is a good game. I mean, when I was playing it like every day, I learned every trick. You know, like the certain games you have to play them like almost you lose it if you don't play them all the time, right? Steps.
You do.
You forget where the secrets were. You forget what order you have to power up to get further. But this is one I love, so I look forward to going back to. But yeah, I'm not going to probably be able to one-quarter this. There's no way. But I'll be surprised. So.
They grant upgraded armor, full vitality, extra lives, extra time, and these
It's not that hard to get to the first dragon. Then the dragons are so much fun to fight. So it's not that crazy difficult to get to the first dragon.
secrets are part of what makes this game so amazing. Also, your vitality bar will increase up to 4 times as you play through the game when you reach certain benchmarks. So you gradually get stronger as you play the game. And spending the coins right is one of the ways that you can power your way through the game and one-quarter it. It's just a game I think I'll always love because it's like a time capsule to the days when I was in college. And
Black
I love this
Tiger.
game.
Atari presents its newest star.
Vanguard, just like the arcade, 6 zones. Let me show them the mountain zone. Hey, check it out. Get the energy pods. So long, Harley Rockets. Hey, the rainbow zone is my turf. You can shoot in 4 directions. All right. I'll just freeze to the stripe zone. The wall, the wall. Yeah.
But fellas, who destroys the Gond?
Luther destroys the Gond.
Vanguard is here, only from Atari.
Of course, Luther destroys the Gond, and you can too because we're playing the 2600 game Vanguard this week. QR code is on the screen, link is in the description. A lot of people said they enjoyed these Atari games. They wanted them to come back.
Coming back.
So we're bringing the Atari 2600 back into the Retro Legends Arcade for some score chasing this week with some Atari 2600 goodness. Of course, the next game you've been looking at as this stream has been going on, and that is, of course, the amazing game from YAAAARRR Pinball, Nautilus. You can play it many different ways. You can play it on any of the At Games. That is the Nautilus remake game. That's the Nautilus remake game that you've been watching in the background. Pinballs. We're playing the Nautilus remake 2018. Fantastic pinball, a lot of fun. That'll be our YAAAARRR Pinball. You can also play it on Steam. Plays great on Steam. You can enjoy the newer artwork. I'm playing it here on OTG. I also have it running on my HD. This is a fantastic and fun table. We're going to play some Nautilus remake. One last recap for the players. 1 ball challenge, Black Rose. 1/4 challenge, Black Tiger. How far can you get? Vanguard for the Atari 2600, no continues allowed. And of course, Nautilus Pinball from YAAAARRR Pinball. Look forward to playing alongside with you in the Retro Legends Arcade for another great week of fun and competition. Drop your scores and I'll see you on the leaderboards this week in the Retro Legends Arcade. Good luck, gamers. There you go. You can still hear it. Okay, there we go. So those are the games we're playing this week, Steps.
Good.
Thanks so
Play the games. Win money.
That's right. You might win it. You have to play. Only the winner. You only can play if you win, Steps. That's just the way I do it.
Are you going to be giving plenty of booty out?
I'm going to give out plenty of booty on this one. That's right. So, but yeah, thanks so much for joining us. I think I'm just gonna I do want to show some X-Arcade stuff. I don't know if you want to hang around for that. You know, you can if you want to. But,
you want me to leave there, Captain Brad? You a little annoyed?
No, I'm not annoyed. I'm not annoyed at all. You're welcome to stay if you want. If you want to watch, we're just gonna watch some X-Arcade stuff.
I'm sorry, I have autism. I had plenty of Tylenol as a baby.
Okay.
Anyway.
Hey, we got Ray Latorre's here.
go.
What's up, Ray? Good to see you. Good to see you. We're going to take a look at a video from the BlahCade. These guys are really cool. They have some really great content. They do a lot of stuff on virtual pinball. I did a video. I was sent a prototype version of the Haptics Kit for the X-Arcade pinball. And let's take a look at another clip of this in action. Add this to our stage.
Basically the two main speakers where the audio comes out of. Those two.
So we're looking at Steps. This is the BlahCade. This is pinball in VR. Now you see the black part of this is the prototype part. It's just 3D printed. It's not even the finished product. But basically what they've done is the X-Arcade pedestal arcade stick they've added where it has haptics. It has solenoids that make the little click. Like, you know, when you hit the pinball flippers, the way you can feel it, there's a certain feel it has when you touch the flipper where it has a mechanical feel. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about the haptics,
like
kit.
the solenoids, like the solenoids in a pinball. Well, what they've done is they've really done a great job emulating it with this, and I think they did a lot better job than even at games because their solenoids actually feel like a real pinball. I mean, I literally just played at Wayback's Arcade. When I came back and played my X-Arcade, I couldn't believe how amazing the solenoid implementation is on this. It really, I turn it off on the at games because it's just too clackety and too noisy. It's like too overpowered, but they really did a good job. But what it was missing is there was no way to, you had to use the joystick to nudge Steps. And what this upgrade does, it allows you to actually push the joystick, the whole thing. And when you nudge it, it'll nudge the virtual pinball machine. So it kind of makes it more immersive.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Haptics that are,
you're going to get to play this at Chicago, huh? You need to check it out.
This area. And this
yeah,
area,
if I didn't piss off Biggie D enough yet
in the
today.
engineering sample, at least, they give you the haptic feedback. And there's two solenoids.
It's from the BlahCade.
Right, so right near
Great channel.
the sort of side of your flipper buttons here, so you're really getting quite good tactile feedback from the solenoids. I'm going to use the
once again, he's agreeing with me that the solenoids are one of the best. Was never a fan of the solenoids because the way they were on the at games with Steps. This kind of got me back on board wanting them. You know, they actually are really good. And the thing I like is they have a button you can press Steps and you can turn them on and off on the fly.
That thing doesn't cost nearly as much as at games.
Yeah, this is like a fraction of the cost.
Solenoids now, they're actually always on. And the reason why they're always on is to give you the fastest feedback without having to round trip through any apps. So as soon as you press the button, don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah, he doesn't have the sound where it sounds good. You can kind of hear a little bit better in my video, but it is very much the sound and feel of a real pinball machine when you hit the buttons.
It's pretty much instantaneous because it's directly powered by the board that's inside here.
There's no lag or delay from the solenoids when you're playing the game. And like, I actually just leave them on now. I love playing with the solenoids on, but only on my X-Arcade. And it's probably only going to get better, like I said, because this is just a prototype. There's probably still things that are going to improve.
So that means that when you're in VR, it's instantaneous and you don't lose immersion from it, which is a really big deal. So the buttons that you have on the top, these are all subject to change because these are engineering sample buttons. You've got individual controls for solenoids and for accelerometer tilt. So if any of those...
So what those buttons do, one of them turns on and off the solenoids with a little clackety sound when you hit the button that makes it have that pinball feel. And the other one is, I believe, the haptics.
Things you're experiencing problems with or you just don't want to use them, you can turn them on and off here without having to go into settings. You've got vibration, which is directly relating to the haptics drivers on this front panel here. So they're
One of the great things that I like about it, just getting to test it, is that instead of using any kind of digital thing, it uses knobs. So it's like analog. Like you can actually fine tune it just by turning a dial, which I thought was a really good call. Steps, you remember when things had volume knobs that you turned? Everything now has a remote control, right?
I have a volume switch right here.
There you go.
Right here, you could move your volume up on your arcade 1-ups.
But this is actually a dial where you turn it, you know, like an old stereo.
Oh, like yeah,
It's like an analog dial. Like it's like the old school, you know. But because of that, it's like it's got a lot of fine tuning. Yeah, just like an old stereo. Like there you go. Got to make your full screen stuff.
Let me turn on some Iron Maiden and get you a copyright strike.
Give me a copyright strike. I love those. Those are great for my channel too.
Yes, yakety yak. Don't talk back.
So they got the analog. They got the analog dials, which help.
there and there, and you've got the audio, which is the master audio coming out of your speakers here from whatever app you're playing. You've got your line in here, and the auxiliary in goes directly to the headset.
So it routes the sound also from being in the headset to being through these two speakers steps. And it does make it feel like the pinball table is flat and in front of you. Although I don't know, maybe it's just I'm old or I like stuff really loud. Like it's not super loud and powerful. Like I was listening to KevGret at a video, and he made his own sound system. And it was
I could never listen to KevGret that loud. You have to turn him down a little bit.
Yeah, he was cranking it, man. Like he was playing Star Wars with this X arcade.
Yeah,
and he had the sound. It was so loud. I don't know.
We are the old. We've got arthritis. Anyway.
Yeah, I just like stuff really. I mean, that's what I loved about the iArcade was ridiculous. It could get louder than any other arcade that I've ever been at. You know, iArcade could actually get to deafening loudness.
Yeah, the iArcade could get too loud. It's like you have to put the volume at like 2 out of 100.
It's funny if you accidentally turned it up all the way and like went into a game or something, like stuff would shake off the walls. It was so loud.
And the cable's long enough with this engineering sample that you can just run it underneath the pedestal and keep it out of the way. Then this big chunky plug here, that is the power to the haptics unit, which is a 24-volt brick.
Yeah, I would pretty much agree with that statement. I mean, I love at games, don't get me wrong, but the solenoid implementation of this is way better. It's like night and day.
Whose video is this?
This is the BlahCade. The BlahCade.
Yeah. And that's the big brick on the floor there where my toes are pointing. So you've got your plunger. It's very, very chunky.
We're not going to watch the whole thing.
Oh.
He wasn't wearing shoes. I did notice that when I watched the video. So if you're into toes, this is a good video to see some toes.
It's got a lovely metal ting to it when you pull it back, and it feels just like the plunger action as well that you would expect. So it's very nice. It's got built into it the hand guards that you could actually buy for 30.
Yeah, I would put on some sneakers, but you know these hand guards,
shoulders, knees, and toes.
That's right. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. But yeah, maybe next time some tennis shoes. But I'm trying to get to the part where he shows nudging on it, because the nudging works really good. The plunger is really nice. It's not fully implemented it actually works exactly the same as it does on the at games through OTG. So if you're a real pinball nerd, you know what that means. It works the same as at games in OTG, but the micro adjustments are not mapped yet. But you can launch balls with it. You can also use it. It works just like the OTG function. I'm trying to get to the good stuff, Mikey. This is a great video, though. I would recommend, even though it does have feed shots in it. This shows how you interface with the X Arcade. It actually does this where you can see when you go to put the controllers up, Steps. No matter, even if you're in the virtual arcade, he's in the mixed reality for the video, so you can see it. But
all right, so here we are in game.
Here we go.
Let's start again.
This is an emergency broadcast. The Earth is being invaded.
All right, so I'll flip the flippers and be able to see what the sound and reaction time is of them. It's like really immediate from the actual solenoid firing.
There's no disconnect.
So yeah, no delay whatsoever because it's directly wired. And I think that was a really smart decision by XRK to wire it like that rather than having to broker the solenoid firing through an app or control like that. Really good that they've done it like this. Okay, so the engineering samples obviously are using the current software that's out there. I'm just using regular Pinball Effects. This version of Pinball Effects does not have the plunger support coded in. This is something that Zen Studios will have to make a decision about and code in themselves. So that's for them to work out. But at the moment, if I
Yeah, you can launch the ball and you can do where when you pull it back, it basically works like an on and off switch where like it pulls it back and it slowly brings it back, just like it does with OTG and on a lot of other platforms. But it doesn't have the micro adjustment yet. Like the At Games has that. That's one thing that when you get the At Games pinball, it has.
Why is it showing his gloves and his hands?
I think that's a skin that he picked on the settings inside Pinball Effects VR. He's playing in the mixed reality mode, so you can actually see him nudging the table, and you can see that it's affecting the table.
to pull the plunger back, which unfortunately my virtual hand is in the way, it just acts as the launch button. So today I'm not really going to demonstrate it. It works just fine, but it's a bit weird when you're playing a game like Attack from Mars where it's a launch
It doesn't
button
bother me. I just use it to launch.
For that, you can still use your launch button here, just like you normally would. So let's get into a game and see what I can do in 5 minutes.
I'm sure you've played this game, haven't you, Steps? Attack from
Oh
Mars.
yeah, I played
I mean, this is one of the all-time greats. I think everyone loves this game.
I also played the At Games version of this. Yeah, so
yeah, that's pretty good. You're doing a pretty good job. No virus coming.
Let's see if I can do a bit of a...
Okay, here we go.
This table's pretty safe, right? So you don't really have to worry too much about tilting, but if I was to tilt, it's pretty much instantaneous. So there's no delay with the haptics, with the accelerometer, like it's an instantaneous response in the game. And I was talking to Chris about this, and he says this is actually quite different to the way it works on. See that? That's a save I would not have been able to do if I didn't have tilt. So it's so intuitive that you can actually just play it like you would normally.
Yeah, the thing is, but the nudging to me is more like real pinball. You don't have a button that you press to nudge when you play real pinball. You have to tap the machine, and to me that makes it even more immersive. But we're not watch the whole video, but it does work really good. Check out the BlahCade; it's a good channel. I just wanted to give them a little shout out and let people see the new Haptics Kit in motion. I think they did a good job. He also has a video where he rips it open, Steps, and you get to see the guts of the inside of it. What's all going on inside of there? We'll just go to about the middle of that one. We're not going to watch much of it, just a second of it, just to show what it looks like. You can watch the whole video. I think he might have put his shoes on for this one. I think he might have some shoes.
So I've down, and
you can see the inside of the XRK here.
The speakers in place. Everything's going to come kit. Sort of like this, I would imagine. I'm not sure if they're going to get you to swap out. It's all very prototypical. The main board, capacitors there, surface mounts, and actually no, these will be a
lot of tech, really, a lot of tech.
MOSFETs that they're using for the flippers, I'd say.
3:30 a.m.
They look very much like MOSFETs, so one each for the.
These in the UK.
Each of those coils, so that's good. And then everything else is.
But anyway, for those that are interested in XRK, I highly recommend checking these two videos out. They're very good. That's it. You know, I have a link for the XRK if you're interested in getting the XRK to play pinball. It's really the killer app for it is Pinball Effects VR. but you can use to play arcade games too, of course, Steps. You know, you could play WrestleFest with your X Arcade if you want.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready to play some virtual pinball?
So that's pretty much it. That's what I had for the show, Steps. Thank you so much for coming on. It was great having you on.
Thank you.
And thank you to everyone that was watching. Come join us at Retro Legends Arcade. Drop some scores. And that's it. Thanks so much. Take care. Stay legit.
Subscribe to Papa Brad's Gaming.
And to Steps Turbo. Thanks so much.
Well, Papa Brad's a gaming. He's got passion in his soul. From pinball tables to Atari, he's always in control. He's a master of retro gaming. The old school style's his thing. With every flick of the joystick, you can hear the twang ting. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school living. From the classic arcades to the Atkins pinball bowling. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a lover of the classics, the sound of pixelated beats. Late nights at the arcade with every game defeat. But he'll keep on pushing till he's reached that final stage. Papa Brad's the gaming legend. His passion never fades. Stay legit, Papa Brad, keep the high school rolling. From the classic arcades to the Atkins pinball bowling. With the Atari 2600, your love for games will never quit. Stay true yourself, Papa Brad, and always stay legit. He's a